Hello. Okay, so today I'm alone because Loki decided to not contribute to the channel and he didn't show up today. So, yeah, he's being stubborn and doesn't want to help me, I guess. But, that's fine. We can have other guests. I'm a child. Okay. Today I'm going to be talking more about the channel because this is sort of a video that I needed to make, and I feel like I didn't really go over all of what I wanted to in my very first video. So now I'm just going to kind of do a follow-up on that and explain more of what I'm trying to get done. And that is why I made this. So it's basically just a board of all my ideas that I want to do someday. And there's like a regular video section, a scary video section, funny video section, and then like podcast ideas. I would think I was most excited about the scary video ideas because clearly that section has the most ideas out of all of them. I kind of just wanted to go over what all it is I want to do and where I want this channel to go as of right now. So I figured I would kind of jump on the bandwagon and make a Reddit account so that you guys can send me your stories through a direct platform, and so they can be anonymous or I can shout you out. Whichever way you want to do that, you can always send me your stories through Reddit, and I'll have my Reddit tag up here somewhere. I also want to do conspiracy videos. I feel like they could be overdone. There are a few that I've heard of that I haven't heard a lot of channels go over, and I think they're pretty good and pretty deep, and I think that's something that I would want to delve in a little bit more and talk about a little bit more. That's also one of the ones that I have on my podcast as well, because I feel like that would be a good conversation topic that would really just make conversation flow between me and whoever the guest is. Also, on my podcast, I don't believe I really want to do sessions by myself because I feel like it's not as entertaining if it's just me talking. Like, this is informational, so this is like the layout that I want to have. But yeah, I feel like it was just good to have a few ideas. Also, I don't want my podcast to be completely scary or completely funny or completely just like regular. I want to have different conversation starters, like icebreakers, different things to go off of so that it keeps you entertained. Conversation goes through many different phases, and I know I definitely want to do some podcast episodes with my mom because we have the most interesting conversations. Like, we could start out talking about something completely like innocent, completely fine, and then we end up on conspiracy theories somehow. Like, I don't know how that works, but somehow it just does. One thing that I really want to talk about on my podcast is high school experiences. Like, I want to interview people who have been to high school, who went to high school all 4 years, or who even just went like in the beginning or at the very end. Like, I never went to high school. I did it all online, and I'm continuing to do it all online. Next year is my senior year, so that'll be the last one. And I don't plan on going in person just because I feel like I'm one of those people where it's easier for me to learn if I just have everything in front of me and there's no distractions because ADD. Anyway, yeah, that's one thing that I think is going to be coming up a lot just when I have special guests on the channel is, what was your high school experience like? It would be really cool to go over some stories on my podcast. The only reason why I don't want to go over just like regular stories on like just regular YouTube videos is because I feel like that's something bigger for a special guest to share on a special episode, like their episode. I wouldn't want them to just have like one video. I'd want them to have an episode. So I feel like those like personal stories are gonna be on the podcast and not on like a regular YouTube video. I really want to start doing some vlogs. I haven't done any vlogs yet. I think that'll be a really good idea. I want to do more painting, more crocheting, more like random videos just like out of nowhere. I thought it would be a good idea to do like some funny confessions, just because I feel like everybody has these little things that they've done in their past where they kind of felt guilty about it for a minute and then they realized how stupid it was. That's something where you can get a laugh out of the person who went through it, because at the time it seemed like such a big deal, but then it ended up being like not such a big deal. I think those are funny and I really want to go over those some. Also, funny stories for just like a regular YouTube video, just like really funny, like crazy stories that aren't scary, they're just purely for entertainment. I also thought it'd be really cool to do some reaction videos of me just like reacting to random clips or like trailers, little things that I can react to where you can get my honest reaction that I've never seen it before. I feel like that would be a good idea. Relationship stories, that's one for the podcast episodes. I feel like that goes hand in hand with like high school experiences, just because they're tied, sort of. Like try not to laugh, try not to cringe, this or that. Random podcast episodes where they don't really have a theme but they have an icebreaker. Personal conspiracy theories, like I said before. And then just like random little like mind games I think would be really funny too. Like, I mean, I don't know of any, but we could figure it out together. So those are just a few of my ideas that I have written down on this little board here, and it's kind of what I go based off every week, just kind of picking and choosing which one I want to do this week and which one I want to do this day. Which brings me to my next thing. I asked some of you guys on Instagram to send me some video ideas so I could go over those too, maybe some that I didn't write down and maybe some that I hadn't really heard of before, and I'm going to share a few of those right now. I'll put them up on the screen here. First one was, show us your old paintings compared to your new ones. I think that's a really good idea. I think that would be a really cool segment on a video, maybe like a vlog or something. I don't know if I could make a whole video out of that though, because I have a lot of art that I've done in the past, but I don't have enough to where it would be like time consuming enough to become a whole video in and of itself. I feel like that's something for like a segment in a vlog, but really good idea though. The next idea was day in the life, and I think that is probably going to be a really good vlog idea. Going through my daily routine is going to be a little bit difficult because every day is like kind of different. Like I have a schedule, but it's split up amongst like several days. I could do like a week of my life or like a weekend of my life or something like that. A day in the life, that's a really good idea, so thank you for sharing that. The last one that we have is make a song. I know who wrote this, and no, because you and I both know I can't sing. That would be humiliating. But thanks for the idea though. You contributed to my video. That's gonna bring me to my next segment of this video, which is my uploading schedule. I want to change it a little bit, and I think I want to experiment with posting twice a week. I think I want to start posting on Mondays and Fridays, like having a regular, like kind of sit down, either a vlog, a sit down video, a podcast episode, or something along those lines on Mondays, and then on Fridays having a scary video of some sort. Like either exploring an abandoned place, stories with video footage, stalker stories, Uber stories, random scary stories with no real like theme, scary noise stories, house sitting stories, alternate universe stories, conspiracy theories, things like that. Like I want to dabble into the scarier side on Fridays and have just a regular video on Mondays. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. I think that's all I wanted to go over today, and yeah. So this week I am starting to post twice. Once on Monday, one's on Friday. So stay tuned for this Friday because I have a good story narration video coming, and I'm not gonna say what it's about, but it does have a common theme, and I kind of want that to be normal. Like, each scary video has a common theme. There's one random one in there every now and then. And I think at the end of each month, I want to combine all of the scary stories and put them in a playlist so that you guys can sleep to it if that's what you want to do, or you can study to it, or you can just listen to it when you have nothing to do, or just have it as background noise. I know I do that a lot. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this new setup and this new video posting schedule. I think that's gonna be all. Yeah, just let me know. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because there's only gonna be more coming out in the future. And yeah, bye.